Good morning everyone. This is Dr. Pratibha Saravanakumar. Today my presentation is on teeth selection in complete dentures. So this teeth selection I will be talking under two parts. That is part A, where I will be speaking about anterior teeth selection, and part B, where I will be speaking about posterior teeth selection in complete dentures. The contents of my presentation for anterior teeth selection are introduction, objectives, competence of aesthetics, landmarks of positioning the teeth for complete dentures, factors which are going to affect the selection of anterior teeth, especially the size, the form and the color of the teeth. Teeth selection, as I said earlier, can be divided into two parts, that is anterior teeth selection in complete dentures and posterior teeth selection in complete dentures. So the anterior teeth selection, if you see, it is primarily selected to satisfy the aesthetic requirement of the patients, whereas the posterior teeth are going to be primarily selected to satisfy the functional requirements and needs of the patient. Why selection and arrangement of teeth always require a special attention? If you see, there is going to be absence of periodontium and there is going to be a single unit of unyielding base. So on to this unit, you have to construct a complete denture which is going to satisfy the aesthetics as well as the functional requirements of a natural teeth. And there is going to be necessity of bilateral balance such that the patient is able to chew and masticate the food. There shouldn't be any consequences of malocclusion happening because of the construction of complete dentures, and it should also be able to load or take in the vertical stresses which are being acted onto the tooth, and equal amount of proprioception should be given on the basis of teeth selection. What are the main objectives for selection of your anterior teeth or including your posterior teeth? The main objectives are going to be to establish a harmony with the surrounding tissues, maintenance of vertical dimension, aesthetic acceptability as well as masticatory efficiency. What are the factors which are going to affect the selection of the anterior teeth? As I said, the size, the form and the color or shade of the teeth has an impact on the selection of the anterior teeth. So, talking about the size of the anterior teeth, the 7 anatomic guidelines do include or is existing for the selection of the anterior teeth, especially for the size of the face, the size of the maxillary arch, the incisive papilla or the cuspid eminences, the maxillomandibular relationship, the contour of the residual ridge, the vertical distance between the ridges and the lips. Talking about the size of the face, the average width of your maxillary central incisor is going to be estimated to be 1/16 of the face, which is going to be measured between the zygoma. So if you see, the size of the maxillary central incisor always plays a very important role, since it is going to be the most prominent teeth in the arch, and as an individual, if you view from the frontal position, this is the tooth which is going to be viewed in a prominent aspect. So if you see, the average width of your maxillary central incisor, it is going to be estimated to be 1/16 of the face, which is going to be measured between the zygoma. So this is going to be the zygoma width. So if you see, 1/16 of this line width is going to be the width of your central incisors. So talking about the zygomatic width by 16 is going to give you the size of the face. In other words, there is going to be a ratio for your cranial circumference. So, if you view the width or the cranial circumference is going to be this one. So, the ratio of the cranial circumference, and if you are going to calculate it as 10, one part of this or one aspect or one point of this is going to be your upper anterior teeth width. So, if this is going to be my cranial circumference, 1 is to 10. So 1 will be the upper teeth, anterior teeth width, and 10 will be the ratio of the cranial circumference. So there is another index which is known as Berry's biometric index. So this index classifies or calculates the length of the maxillary central incisor. If you calculate the length of the face and if it is going to be divided by 16, that gives the length of the maxillary central incisors. So, to determine the length and the width of the maxillary central incisor, using the zygomatic width and the length of the face respectively, if you see, the width of the maxillary central incisor will be the zygomatic width by 16 and length of the central incisor will be the total length of the face divided by 16. So, this together is known as your Pound's formula.